season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Lions at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, set. Come on, 38.
Long down. Throwing on first down. He's got it to Williams. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. Claws ready. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Long. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Patterson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Richardson now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And I think this is a route we'll see more as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Up the middle they go. Valentine. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
They go play action with Richardson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like,
rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run on first down. Valentine. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
and I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free.
That one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set.
Looking to throw. Long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Down.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Touchdown, Packers! From 13 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost at 17-10. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check mash, check mash. Let go.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright. And
under pressure, they got him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Still to go. 3rd down now. Richardson off the play fake. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's now locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Richardson to the air on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
1st and goal, Foster. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Sometimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands, and luckily his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Here's Long, throwing to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 66 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So on 1st down, Valentine. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down, here's Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ready?
Foster on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Valentine. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now a 2nd and 6. Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play.
Let's go.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Long. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking to throw. Long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
Ready?
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead no matter what point, and he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Richardson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw brought in by Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now. Foster taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Richardson looking to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side, complete to Foster. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, shouldn't we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's second and a yard. Quick throw completed by Richardson. That's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Red, yellow. Cut.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Black shot. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Yellow.
Back to throw again. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big time.